breaking out in New Delhi between the ruling National Conference, the BJP and the centre. As Jammu remains tense and under curfew, we discuss the situation in Kishtwar and its political fallout. And to discuss the same, we have with us in our studios three very distinguished guests. Please welcome Major General Afzal Karim, a noted defence expert, somebody who knows the region well. Welcome to Insight, General Karim. Sitting next to him is Dr. Ashok Behuria of the Institute of Defence Studies and Analysis. Welcome to Insight, Dr. Behuria. And we are also joined by Mr. Anil Anand, who is a senior journalist, Bureau Chief with Greater Kashmir. Welcome to Insight, Mr. Anand. Well, before I begin the discussion, we'd like to tell our viewers that this issue has rocked proceedings of Parliament as well, both on Monday and today. Lok Sabha, meanwhile, took up this issue in 0 hour today. Let's listen in to BJP MP Yogi Adityanath. BJP MP Yogi Adityanath there speaking in Lok Sabha this morning on the Kishtwar issue, the communal violence that has flared up in that region. Mr. Anand, I'd like to begin with you. How do you look at the situation in Kishtwar and especially, you know, the political blame game that has begun? We just listened in to the BJP MP there. We're going to listen to the Congress's views as well. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, he has clamped down on politicians from visiting Kishtwar. We understand media too had been prohibited from entering the region. How do you look at the situation?
Look, the situation, as you said earlier, the situation is still very tense. Although no fresh incident had taken place since last night, but the tension is palpable. Even Jammu is under curfew, although it is a precautionary measure. But at the same time, we just heard the Honourable Member of Parliament speaking on the issue. It explains how the politics is working and how the blame game is going. It is such a sensitive issue, such a sensitive matter. Certain things could have been avoided. I mean, instead of avoiding certain things, the honorable MP has exaggerated certain things. So, sitting in Delhi, they should be cautious because everything said here, it also matters there. It has its ripple effect there. Right. So far as the ground reality is concerned, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is blaming the political leader.
Singh of the Congress party, he too spoke on this issue in Lok Sabha this morning.
कहना चाहता हूं कि हमारी स्टेट आगे ही 30 बरस ट्रमाइल में रही और 30 बरस जब ट्रमाइल में रही तो इसको मैडम इसको और इसके लोग कहते थे हमें कोई कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हमें कोई डेवलपमेंट नहीं चाहिए। लोग कहते थे मुझे पीस चाहिए। बड़ी मुश्किल से पीस आई, बड़ी मुश्किल से। और हमारे सेकुलरिज्म को, हमारी कम्युनल हार्मोनी को ब्रेक किया गया। मैडम, कहना चाहता हूँ ये ग्रेट साजिश है, इंट्रीग है। मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, ये जो पॉलिटिक्स की जा रही है, इसमें पॉलिटिक्स करने की जरूरत नहीं है। मैं सीधा बात कह रहा हूँ,
All right, that was Chaudhry Lal Singh of the Congress party speaking on the Kishtwar issue. Dr. Behuria, how do you look at the situation? The Congress there pointing towards a controversy, a political controversy behind this communal violence.
I agree with Mr. Anand that there is an attempt to exaggerate the issue here. And secondly, Kashmir, we should all remember that it is a sensitive border state. And we are all witness to very violent history in the past. So keeping that in mind, such issues should be handled very sensitive, in a sensitive manner. And looking at the geopolitical situation as it is evolving, and especially in the region, 1 year hence the US will withdraw its forces from Afghanistan. There is an effort by Pakistan to divert the attention of the jihadis towards Kashmir. Right. So given all this, it requires much more adept handling than we have seen so far. But looking at the issue here, I think it's a localized issue. So we should not be trying to nationalize it. We should not be trying to say that it has been happening all through, things are happening in this way. And what is more worrying is the fact that there is an all-party effort at the local level, to reach out to the people and to put things back in shape. That is not receiving as much attention as it deserves. Like, in the morning I was talking to some friends in Srinagar. They were telling me that, cutting across party lines, cutting across different ideological barriers, people in the valley also, they are talking about, putting a lead on all this. And they are saying that, we should not, we should try to fight out all efforts to communalize the issue. I think this deserves more attention rather than media fixing its eyes on, the way it is going on in the parliament or elsewhere. I think the saner voices, the saner incidents should also draw media attention.
Okay, General Karim, your first thoughts on the situation in Kishtwar?
The first point is that it is apparent that our national political parties just don't care what is about national security and the sensitivity of the area or geopolitical realities of life. So therefore they are spoiling for ourselves, our own country, what they are saying, the way they are behaving. Both the enemies of the country outside and inside would like the society divided. And of course elsewhere perhaps it's not so important, but in Kashmir it's a very more sensitive issue than other places. So all this encourages this division. So that has to be stopped. And I think the media should take a leading part of presenting a very balanced picture rather than going along with this trend. The second point is, of course, it is lack of administrative or it is a failure or failure of governance. But besides that, there is another angle to it. It doesn't happen further so that the terrorists can operate in a better way. All this has to be taken into account. As far as my knowledge goes, Pakistani-sponsored terrorism now has taken another shape.
Right.
It's not only terrorist attacks. It is a way to disturb life, disturb the normal administration, disturb the society, and create an...
All right, of course we'll have to look at the larger picture as well. Let's not forget that this comes at a time when the LOC also remains tense. In the past 48 hours, there have been 4 ceasefire violations by Pakistan. On that note, it's time for us to slip into a break in the program. We'll take the discussion further when we return from this break. Stay with us.